All right, everybody, welcome in. It is, of course, Memorial Day, and you know what? This day is about honoring those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. And on this day, we also wanted to celebrate those who are helping our military members, our veterans, and our first responders find a path. We'll understand the meaning of that in just a moment. The path to healing. We want to welcome in Daniel Navarro,
Yes.
A Warrior Path graduate, along with Rose Herrera. Am I saying that right, Rose?
Yes, you are.
Thank you all both for being here. You're both from the Big Red Barn Retreat.
Yes, ma'am.
And Cynthia and I were talking about the Big Red Barn Retreat before the show. We've covered the programs out there, but there's nothing like hearing from the people who have benefited from those programs.
Yes,
so Daniel, what took you to the Big Red Barn Retreat?
You know, I'm a retired military after 22 years, and there was a lot of things going on after retiring. As you know, in the military, you're 24/7 on the go, but when you get out of the military, you got all this white space. You don't know what to do, and it gives you negative thoughts to come into, and you start reminiscing about the past, and it affects you mentally. So the Warrior Path assisted with that based off of providing practices, exercises, and obviously PATH, which stands for Progressive Alternative Training for Healing Heroes.
Yes.
And progressive is the key word because we focus on how we're going to get to the future. You know, because a lot of times our relatives have negative things they go through, and we tend to use that as justification that, oh, you know, we need to go through it as well. So those are some examples based off of how the Warrior Path helps, not just in the combat aspect, but also, you know, as you're growing up and stuff.
Like you said, to progress.
Yeah,
and heal
exactly.
and move forward. Yeah,
for sure. And
absolutely.
It's a great program, and it's a unique program. There's nothing like it, and I'm so honored and blessed to have gone through that program because it's helped my family and myself to move forward. So
I love that.
And beyond that program, I mean, you guys were saying these are your brothers and your sisters who you have gone through this with. So how does that continue with healing and moving forward, that you have this group of people who you can go to?
Yeah, I mean, I know she got to get some time, but okay. So you know, with that, obviously this program isn't just for, you know, military, it's for first responders.
Right.
So usually it's like 6 to 7 individuals that go through a program together, and we actually create a bond while we're in there. You know, we go through this 7-day initiation where we go to the site, the Big Red Barn site, and we share thoughts, share experiences with one another's, and obviously gain practices and exercises.
Absolutely.
And we come out, you know, really strong bonded. And even now, I have many of my Path brothers that I call upon now, you know, to go through things that I'm going through at the moment.
Well, and they understand it, you know. And Rose, when you talk about going through a program like this, you told me it changed your life.
Oh, absolutely.
And part of the reason we want to have you all on today is because, especially when we talk about our military members, and I know this program is also for first responders and even open to reservists and National Guard members, but sometimes it is so hard to ask for help. But when you see someone who can talk about the impact it's had on them, that might be exactly what someone needs to hear. So what was it that took you to the Big Red Barn
Absolutely.
Retreat?
So I'm still currently active duty military, and I'm in still that space that I created for myself, that I was essentially running on empty because I was trying to take care of everybody around me, taking care of my family, taking care of my soldiers. And I came to a point that I think like I'm out of fuel, and I forgot that I also needed to take care of the most important person, which is myself. And then finding the PATH program, they reminded me that it's okay for me to struggle. It's okay for me to go through the things that I'm going through, and my experiences are validated for feeling this way, and that they are there for us, that they are there to acknowledge our struggles. And with other people that we're in the program with as well, we shared all of that, and like Daniel had said, we created a bond, and we were able to go through the training and remember that we have to take care of ourselves as well.
Well, I salute both of you for not only going through that training, you know, to take that step to get help, but then sharing your stories also to help others.
And, you know, we've had some pictures up there on the screen. It's a lot of stuff that you guys do there: yoga, meditation,
Yes.
equine therapy.
Yes.
So really, really great.
Yeah, it's an absolutely great program, and it's a very hidden program that not a lot of people know about. So I'm really happy that you guys are very much like putting this out in the open.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's very hard for us to swallow our pride and ask for that help. But this program really puts the first step into us changing our mindset into it's okay for us to struggle. It's not what, it's how. So
Right.
learning how to struggle well is one of the very big missions of the PATHH program.
Yeah, and they put a big focus on post-traumatic growth.
Absolutely.
And thank you guys for our team. I know you guys had the full screen up. I just want to go through that one more time so that anybody who's watching who might be interested understands who's eligible for this program. It can be active duty, as you heard Rose say, men and women, veterans, active duty military, first responders. They support all military members, first responders, reservists, the National Guard. You need to be active, retired, or separated from service. The first responder, really anyone who serves the community as a police officer, a deputy, firefighter, EMS, healthcare worker, federal law enforcement, or even intelligence. So, and Daniel, I think you made such an important point that when you get help, it also provides help for your family.
No, for
Yeah.
sure. The biggest, and just to emphasize, the biggest thing you need to do is take that step
Take
and
that
that
step.
commit
Yes.
to
Yes.
get help. That's probably the most important thing. Is it's there, is like I said, free, and not only that, sometimes they'll actually fly you
Yes.
for free
Wow.
to the
Wherever you're
program,
coming
Wow.
to the
Correct.
site. So, but it's up to you whether you want that help, and it's there for the taking. So, but you got to commit and
Wow.
walk through those doors.
I hope someone who has
so
heard your
much.
voice today will be committed to take that first step. We have information about their upcoming classes that we'll post on WISTV.com if you want to learn about those classes, to apply to one of the upcoming classes. Some are all for women, some for
Please,
men.
yes.
And if you want to make a donation or just find out more about the Big Red Barn Retreat, again, an incredible program. All of those details we posted on WISTV.com, and I'll be sure to post it on my Facebook page as well. Daniel and Rose, thank you so
guys.
much.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
having
much.
your
us.
service.
It's an
We'll
honor.
be right back after this break.
All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. And so many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything when you got no one to tell them to. It's true that I was made for